Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel General Hospital Official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital is about to devastate Brook, Lynn, and Chase's marriage and upend several of Dante's relationships. Secrets are gradually emerging on General Hospital, and as February approaches, many of these storylines should pick up speed. The preceding 2 weeks have laid the basis for some major explosions that will rock half of the show's ensemble, so let's get started. The truth is finally coming out. Dante and Alexis eventually learned the truth about Sam's murder. Dante acknowledged to Chase that he can't stop seeing Sam whenever he looks at Lulu, which is an issue given that Lulu still loves Dante. And, while Dante is still suffering, it is apparent that he still cares about Lulu. Things became more complicated on Friday, when Dante revealed to Brook Lynn that he blames himself for Sam's death. Lulu stepped in just as Brook Lynn was hugging Dante for comfort. Of course, the Dante and Lulu reunion is even more unlikely now that Brook Lynn has revealed that the kid she had and put up for adoption was Dante's. Yeah, we knew this was coming, just as we knew the child's name was Gio. When the time comes, this better be one hell of a reveal, as they've already revealed far too much of the story's mysteries. Poor Alexis is now determined to find out who killed her daughter, with or without the assistance of the authorities. The scenes in which Alexis informed Molly and Christina about Sam's murder seem to bring them all together for a little time. Will avenging Sam help Molly and Christina reconcile and restore their relationship? Unfortunately, Christina's desire to punish Ava persists, and she is determined to assist her father in obtaining custody of Avery and taking Ava's kid as retaliation. Just concentrate on Charlie's, Christina. Anna and Portia's talk emphasized that their killer, Cyrus, is not acting as an angel of death, thus we still don't know what connects all of the killings. The only thing that leaps out, as I mentioned in a recent column, is that everyone Cyrus has attempted to remove is somehow linked to Sunny. How about we go back to what Liz and Lucky discovered at Turning Woods? Monday's episode featuring them working together was entertaining, and they still have that chemistry. Who is the baby daddy? I didn't see Sasha announce her pregnancy to the entire Quartermain family, but it was a terrific episode. I loved Sasha standing up to Tracy, who was once again giving stupid orders. Tracy and Martin also had some more wonderful conversation, this time at the nail salon. Jason figured out Michael was the father of Sasha's baby in a flash, and she confirmed it, but Cody caught them discussing it. Of course, Cody rushed to the false conclusion that Jason was the father and quickly informed Maxie, Lulu, and finally Anna. At least with Anna, he was trying to contact Robert so that he might assist Sasha. As I complained last week, they are continuing to reverse Cody's character development with all of his stupid acts, which can only lead to bad things. It took a long time for so many people to like him. Now it appears that the show is out to get him. I assumed that after Michael left, he would ask Jason to take after Sasha, but this did not happen. It would have been an excellent setup to bring them together and become a couple. They've had several innocent flirtations recently. Now, Jason is only concerned about Michael. He approached Diane, told her about the pregnancy, and nearly wanted to protect Michael. Oh, Jason, you were getting some points in my book. While he may still be Sasha's buddy, if not more, she can't let others believe Jason is the father because that would place a Quartermain target on her baby's back, which she does not want. As a result, no one will know Michael is the father. We know it will be revealed someday, just like the Gio secret was. Your baby's name is Gio. Not only is Dante the father of Brook Lynn's child, but Cody has known about it since they were teenagers and has kept it a secret from him for Brook Lynn. Wow, it's a twist that will undoubtedly generate problems between Cody and Dante. Perhaps this will tie back to something Cody did to hide for Dante when they were youngsters, which resulted in Cody receiving a juvenile record. I haven't forgotten about the dropped storyline. Brook, Lynn, and Chase were one of the few happy couples on the program, therefore it bothers me that the writers are potentially ruining their relationship for this storyline. When the reality is revealed, Chase will be confronted with the fact that not only cannot he father a kid, but his partner and one of his best friends has fathered a child with Brook Lynn. Then, there is the question of what this will do for Lulu and Dante's relationship. A single secret is wrecking so many lives and relationships. Yes, it's soapy, but it appears they could have done it without crushing Chase's soul and dreams. Chase is currently the character I feel the most sorry for. What happens in Germany does not stay in Germany. I'm enjoying Carly and Jack's interactions and the pleasure they're having in Germany. Jack's near-death experience with Valentine was probably not enjoyable. His subsequent command to shoot Valentine on sight does not appear to bode well for the fugitive. This might lead to Valentine being pronounced dead and Charlotte returning to Lulu, but as we all know, death is never permanent on soap operas. To be honest, it would be enough just to get Charlotte back to Lulu so we could stop listening to her weep and complain. I liked Valentine's costume, fake accent, and beard, which appeared to be in homage to his first appearance on the show, when he pretended to be Theo. Jack and Carly's kiss was pretty steamy, and I appreciated their candid conversation about their feelings for each other afterwards. It won't be long before either she or he is in Jack's bed. Please hurry up and get there. One thing is certain, Anna, Jason, and Sunny will have their say on this. Final storyline thoughts. Drew becomes increasingly vile, having stalled the Esplanade project and thereby screwing up Jordan and the man who gave Drew his congressional seat, as Curtis pointed out. They've set up the perfect who tried to kill Drew scenario narrative is at this stage. It appears that Rick may discover that Sunny has cardiac problems, which would be another case for Ava in this custody hearing, especially if they say that he is not taking care of his own health. So, how can he be trusted to care for a child? Molly and Cody's brief conversation suggests a prospective pairing, but I'm not ruling out something between Cody and Lulu. Emma's character appears to lack direction. I support animal rights and excellent causes, but her tale isn't working for me. It reminds me of Hermione and the house elves from Harry Potter. Despite Emma's connections to so many characters on the program, she feels meaningless right now. Kai and Trina are still not doing anything for me. With the teaser of Trina asking Curtis to rescue Kai, given that he was once paralyzed with no hope, can Kai also receive a miracle? Perhaps he will be the miracle poster child for Aurora Wellness. That concludes my thoughts on this week's episodes of General Hospital. General Hospital spoilers, is Michael Corinthos getting a daddy switch? General Hospital spoilers claim that Jason Morgan and Carly Spencer have a romantic history and a lifelong bond. Carly and Jason's closeness has left admirers wondering if there is more to the story. Jason was confirmed not to be Michael's father years ago. May this have been one of the most significant falsified DNA test stories on GH? General Hospital spoilers, will the truth finally be revealed? Carly and Jason's journey is heartbreaking. When Sunny Corinthos was assumed dead, Carly and Jason confessed their love for one another and even married. However, Sunny returned home around that time, and fans never got to see how their romance would progress. How deep is this link, and why? Could Jason and Carly be star-crossed lovers? Jason has never been able to say no to Carly, even when they are not together. Jason had always been available to Carly whenever she needed him. Carly has always been very possessive of Jason, even attempting to restrict who he could date. Jason and Carly are closer than ever, despite being with Sunny and Sam. GH spoilers, Michael Corinthos must be priority after Michael was burned in Sunny's penthouse. Things had to change. Michael must be prioritized, despite Sunny's business obligations. Of course, Sunny is dealing with his own health issues. Can Sunny still defend Michael while he is in Germany? Will one of Sunny's foes attempt to strike again? Carly and Jason talked about Michael as a baby. Of course, Jason cared for him during his first year of existence. Carly discussed having a child with Jason and even speculated on what would have happened if Jason had been Michael's father rather than AJ Quartermaine. Jason has always considered Michael to be his son from the start. General Hospital spoilers, is a rewrite in the works? What if Jason is Michael's father rather than AJ? Michael's paternity test was conducted decades ago. Jason and AJ were half-brothers. Sure, AJ and Jason would have some characteristics in common. That does not rule out the possibility that a mistake was made and Jason was Michael's father rather than AJ. Sunny reared Michael, but Jason was usually present as well. Michael has always looked up to Sunny and aspired to be like him at one point. However, if Jason is revealed to be Michael's biological father, many things will alter. What role will Michael play in the Corinthos family's upheaval? When Drew first arrived in Port Charles, he was a man looking for his identity. Believing himself to be Jason, he was pushed into a world of expectations, relationships, and duties that were not quite his own. But as the truth came out, that he was Jason's long-lost twin, the weight of his own heritage began to take shape. For years, Drew was known for his strong moral compass, devotion to his family, and dedication to doing the right thing. He was a man of honor, fashioned by grief and resilience, who prioritized his loved ones over anything else. However, Drew is no longer with us. In his place stands a man who is self-centered, manipulative, and appears to have lost his integrity. And many people in Port Charles are starting to doubt if this is truly Drew Kane. His personality has shifted dramatically. Drew's former attributes remained after he was released from captivity, including his desire to be a good father to Scout, his closeness with Monica, and his capacity to love fiercely, as he had with Carly. He even went so far as to protect her by spending prison time on her behalf. However, something changed following his release. He dissolved his relationship with Carly, citing Jason's homecoming as the reason, despite everything they had accomplished together. Instead of staying the respectable man many had revered, he engaged in an affair with Willow, a woman married to his own nephew, Michael, with no guilt. This wasn't simply a failure of judgment. It was a total change. Drew's behavior has gotten increasingly cruel. He encouraged Willow to keep her children away from their grandparents, Carly and Sonny, despite the disruption it would cause. He ignored all negotiations and sought a court order for her children unilaterally, as if he had sole authority over their fate. And if that wasn't enough, he even deceived Curtis, his closest friend, to further his own objectives. This was not Drew Kane, a guy of principle and compassion. The change is so severe that many people have begun to speculate about what could be causing it. Some claim that his experience in prison hardened him and made him unrecognizable, although this theory lacks credibility. After all, Drew had previously been held captive by the Cassadines for years, yet his sense of decency and justice had not wavered. If such pain couldn't break him, why would a little prison sentence be the cause for such a drastic change? Others have suggested an even more frightening scenario. Couldn't this Drew be the actual Drew? This would not be the first time someone in Port Charles has been replaced. Over the years, the city has seen plenty of body duplicates, masks, and even mind-altering experiments. Caesar Faison, the infamous criminal, once deceived an entire village with a Duke Lavery mask. He did it again when he impersonated Luke Spencer, deceiving even those closest to him. Could someone be using Drew's visage as a disguise, exploiting his identity for their own purposes? There is also the prospect of the feared evil twin plotline. Drew and Jason only recently realized they were twins. May there have been a third sibling all along? Even Port Charles finds the idea of a secret triplet unlikely, yet crazier things have happened. If another man with Drew's genetics had been waiting in the shadows all along, he could have taken his place without anyone knowing. Perhaps the real Drew is being held imprisoned while an imposter goes free. The repercussions would be startling. If this man is not Drew, where is the real Drew? Who is behind this sophisticated hoax, and what is its purpose? Could Victor Cassadine have planned something before his death, setting a last game in motion? Could Helena Cassadine, even in death, have left a contingency plan to manage and control one of her most valuable assets? For the time being, all that is certain is that the Drew Kane who walks the streets of Port Charles today is not the same man the town once knew. His actions, attitude, and complete contempt for the people he previously loved indicate that something is really wrong. Whether it's the consequence of a tragic incident, a devious conspiracy, or something even deeper, one thing is certain: the Drew Kane that Port Charles knew and loved may be lost forever. Worst case scenario, he could still be out there waiting to be found. The clues were already falling into place, each one leading Alexis down a path laced with darkness and violence. She was not alone in her suspicions. Lucas Jones, Lucky Spencer, Elizabeth Baldwin, and Jocelyn Jacks had already started to connect the dots, leading to the same man, Cyrus Renaud. In Port Charles, a name is connected with death and destruction. A monster that left nothing but carnage in his path. Determined to uncover the truth, Alexis pushed herself into the inquiry with zeal that surprised even those closest to her. She sifted through old case files, revisited crime scenes, and persistently questioned anybody who could have the slightest bit of relevant information. Every conversation, every whispered tale portrayed the same picture: Cyrus had planned the town's death toll, and Sam was simply another victim in his vicious game. However, Alexis did not only seek justice. She thirsted for vengeance. The loss of her daughter had hollowed her out, leaving a raw, gaping hole that only vengeance could heal. As a Cassadine, the darkness was already present in her blood, ready to be unleashed. And now it appealed to her, encouraging her to accept the instincts she'd spent her entire life resisting. She examined her alternatives. The law would not be sufficient. Men like Cyrus thrived in a world where justice was a sham, power purchased freedom, and corruption guaranteed survival. She couldn't let him escape the fate he so well deserved. Prison was too appealing for him. If the authorities failed to act, she would be the executioner. Her thoughts worked hard, devising a strategy to ensure Cyrus Renaud never took another breath. It began with acquiring intelligence. She needed to understand his movements, weaknesses, and the areas where he was most vulnerable. Alexis requested favors that she had vowed she would never utilize. Old courtroom pals, shadowy figures, and even foes who had once opposed her but now viewed Cyrus as a shared opponent all contributed to her puzzle. She observed him from a distance, studying his routines with the precision of a predator stalking its prey. He was cautious, but not meticulous enough. There were cracks in his armor, moments when he was exposed, alone, and unprotected. She merely needed the proper chance. Meanwhile, people closest to Alexis saw a change in her. The frigid detachment, the sleepless nights, the subtle but noticeable change in her manner. Diane Miller confronted her, begging with her to let the legal system handle the situation, to trust the law. But Alexis had passed the point of persuasion. Sam had trusted the law, but where had that led her? Buried beneath the cold, harsh ground. Molly and Christina sensed their mother's distress but didn't realize the full scope of her plot. They, too, had been devastated by Sam's death, with their grief expressing in many ways. Molly buried herself in work, desperate to find legal paths that could bring Cyrus down, while Christina turned her grief into rage, promising to stick by Alexis no matter what. But neither of them recognized Alexis did not want a legal battle. She was ready for battle. The night finally arrived. The storm raged outside, and the heavens seemed to mimic the tempest within her. She dressed in black and tucked a cold, harsh blade inside her coat pocket. A gun would be too impersonal and easy. She wanted him to see her face and know who was ending his reign of terror. She discovered him alone in his penthouse, which was unusual for a man so anxious. He hardly had time to react before she was on top of him, years of training and survival in a predator-infested planet guiding her every action. She put the blade against his throat, her voice calm and unwavering. "You took my daughter from me," she said softly. "And now I'm taking everything from you." But before she could strike the deadly blow, the doors sprang open. Jason Morgan, Sonny Corinthos, and Jordan Ashford stormed in with weapons drawn. They'd been following her, understanding what she was about to do and knowing they needed to stop her before it was too late. Cyrus grinned, a man who considered himself untouchable. "Looks like I'm not the only one with blood on my hands," the man grumbled. Alexis shivered, the weight of her decision bearing down on her. Was she actually prepared to cross this line? To become what she despised? Tears welled in her eyes as she recognized the truth: killing Cyrus would not bring Sam back. It would not relieve the ache. Jason stepped forward. "You don't have to do this, Alexis." Her grasp on the sword lessened, and her body shook as the rage left her. In that moment, she realized that retribution did not represent true justice. It consisted of ensuring that Cyrus Renaud withered away, impotent, alone, and ignored. As Jordan cuffed the felon, and Sonny and Jason assured he would never see the light of day again, Alexis took a step back, the storm outside finally calming. She had almost lost herself in the darkness, but she had recovered just in time. But one thing was certain: Cyrus Renaud would never harm anyone again. And Sam's legacy would go on, not through bloodshed, but through the unwavering quest of truth and justice. As Alexis moved away from the site, the weight on her shoulders eased slightly. The battle was done, but her campaign for justice would never stop. General Hospital films Alexa Havens and Michael E. Knight's All My Children reunion. Pine Valley alums reunite in Port Charles. In recent years, General Hospital has been filled with familiar faces from Pine Valley and Landview, with the most recent reunion featuring two popular All My Children performers. Babe and Tad together again. Long before he began playing Martin, brother to Laura and Cyrus and Port Charles's new attorney, Michael E. Knight has played Tad on AMC off and on since the 1980s. He has reconnected with a former AMC co-star now that he has returned to GH after a brief sabbatical. Longtime soap fans may recall Alexa Havens as Babe on AMC, a role she played from 2003 to 2008. Now, Havens is playing Lulu, Martin's niece. The two recently shared scenes in the Quartermaine mansion, where they had to fight Jane Elliott's Tracy in her attempt to keep Michael's children at home rather than with their mother, Willow. GH documented the reunion on Instagram, sharing a bevy of behind-the-scenes photographs of Havens, Knight, and Elliott on the house set. Fan favorites. Michael has known Alexa since she was a babe, one user joked, while another wrote, "Aw, Babe and Tad are back together." Of course, Havens and Knight were not the only people pictured who appeared on AMC. From 1984 until 1986, Elliott played Cynthia. Jane is the greatest out there. One viewer congratulated Elliott, and another expressed their admiration for AMC. Yes, these amazing performers appeared on my favorite soap, AMC. Oh, how I missed that program and OLTL. Christina's Vow, Dante Iced Out, Lulu's Heart, and Curtis Scheme. Christina Corinthos Davis makes a pledge to Sonny Corinthos. Dante Falconeri addresses Anna Devane in an angry manner. Laura Collins addresses Lulu Spencer's heart. Additionally, Curtis Ashford is 5 steps ahead of Drew Kane Quartermaine. Christina Corinthos Davis Vow GH teasers indicate that Christina will meet with Sonny. Christina makes a commitment while they discuss Sonny and Ava Jerome's custody dispute. Christina convinces Sonny that Ava won't win her lawsuit. However, Sonny appears skeptical about Christina's assurances. Furthermore, Sonny is focused on more than just the custody case. There is his heart issue, Michael Corinthos, and, of course, Jen Sidwell will be a major concern. GH spoilers, Dante Falconeri explodes. Dante recently discovered that Sam McCall's death was not accidental. Dante also discovered that the same killer had targeted Dex Heller, Michael, and numerous more patients. In the preview clip, Dante addresses Anna in an angry tone. As Anna works at her desk in the commissioner's office, Dante accuses her of keeping him out of the probe. While Anna has her reasons, Dante will not agree. Dante has always been a decent cop, and he generally follows the rules. However, this may send him over the edge. Could Dante take things into his own hands? Curtis Ashford's Promise General Hospital spoilers say that the promo video shows Curtis speaking with an unknown person. Curtis claims to be 5 steps ahead, which suggests a meeting with Nina Reeves is in order. Curtis and Nina are pursuing Drew's political career. Of fact, Drew is so preoccupied on chasing Willow Tate Corinthos that he will miss what hits him. General Hospital spoilers, in today's episode, Laura discusses Lulu's heart. Laura knows Lulu is still in love with Dante. Lulu has previously sought help from Maxie Jones, and she will now speak up to Laura about Dante. However, Lulu is correct, the timing is terrible, and Dante's pain is raw. In addition, Kai Taylor is fed up with Trina Robinson's help. In addition, Ava informs Rick Lansing that the kiss never happened. Cameron Matheson from General Hospital becomes his daughter's hairstylist. Cameron Matheson shared a heartfelt video in which he helped his daughter put her hair up in curls, and the two had a good time. Despite the agony of losing his home in the Los Angeles wildfires, General Hospital's Cameron Matheson perseveres. Despite the grief, he found motivation and shared his 5 favorite words with fans. He appears to be attempting to get back into the flow now, as evidenced by a poignant video he recently shared on social media. Curls just wanna have fun. On Instagram, Matheson said, "Nothing can take away the love, laughter, and memories Red Heart Adhesive Bandage." He uploaded a video, which is unclear if it happened before the wildfires burned his house or later at a separate site. Nonetheless, it was deeply moving, with him assisting his daughter Layla with her hair. In the video, Matheson is seen assisting Layla with huge, almost soup can curlers in her hair. At first, she comments, "It looks a little funny," to which Dad responds, "Yes, it does look funny. Hold on, let's try that again." He proceeds to curl her hair in a curler, at first wondering how to keep it wrapped, but pauses when the bottom cluster of her hair becomes wider than the curler, remarking, "The problem is it gets too broad." It was a hairy situation. But Layla had a solution, explaining, "I know, but you just got to do this," and inserting a clip to secure her hair to the curler. Matheson understood and mumbled to himself, "Be gentle," as he uploaded the tape. Layla was pleased, saying, "Okay, sure, that's perfect." Matheson commented, "I mean, it's not terrific," but his daughter gleefully acknowledged, "We did it." After joking that he needed to do something with his own hair, he pointed to her in the camera and stated, "Look, that's my daughter. I love you," and she said, "I love you." Vanessa Matheson, Layla's mother, answered, "Red heart, red heart, red heart, loudly crying face, loudly crying face, loudly crying face." Co-star Kate Monsey, Christina, tweeted multiple heart emojis, while other castmates included Lisa LaCicero, Olivia, who wrote, "You're an example Cam Redheart," and Finola Hughes, Anna, who commented, "Girl dad, Cam Redheart. Love you, XX." Sonny's back on a mission, Brad goes wild, Sam's case locked. Drew Quartermain will meet someone with strong beliefs in the boxing gym. Drew will once again have to defend his romance with Willow Corinthos, regardless of who he stands off against. At the Metro Court, Curtis Ashford will reassure fans that they are ahead of the game. Although Curtis will believe he has the upper hand now that he is scheming with Nina Reeves, they should not underestimate Drew's capacity to respond. Rick Lansing and Ava Jerome are also scheduled to meet in Metro Court, which may leave Ava feeling upset. Ava will bring up the kiss they shared and wonder why Rick is essentially pretending they did not kiss. Rick may concede that he hasn't forgotten about the kiss, but they have more important things to worry about. Maybe Ava will be reminded that the custody issue must be the top priority right now, no matter how much Rick liked kissing her. Ava and Rick will beg at some time throughout the episode of General Hospital. This might include looking for a new character witness after Laura Collins bowed out. Laura will put Lulu Spencer on the spot and make her daughter say she is still in love with Dante Falconeri. Laura will offer some love advice as Lulu struggles to deal with her ex. In the meantime, Dante will be pestering Anna Devane for updates in her office. When Anna refuses to cooperate, Dante wonders whether he is locked out of Sam McCall's case. Anna may agree that Dante is simply too close to the situation and attempt to keep him in the dark about some details for his own and the investigation's sake. Dante, on the other hand, will be enraged by Sam's premeditated death and will go to any length to obtain justice for his beloved fiancée. Dante will eventually find the Cyrus Renault concerns that have been brewing in Port Charles. Regardless of Trina Robinson's best efforts to help Kai Taylor in his time of need, he will lash out and push her away. Trina is not someone who is easily intimidated, so she may concede that it will take more than one outburst to get rid of her. Whether Kai admits it or not, he could use someone to lean on as he navigates life after football. Trina could be that person for Kai, but he needs to let off steam first. According to other General Hospital rumors, Sonny Corinthos will return from his trip to Los Angeles, giving him the opportunity to plot with Christina Corinthos Davis and receive a custody pep talk. Christina will make a prediction about Ava losing in court, and Sonny will pray she is correct. As the custody battle around Avery Corinthos heats up, it appears that Sonny will return home with a mission. On another note, Brad Cooper is about to go crazy with an unexpected request. Whatever Brad desires will be quite radical and may result in more difficulty than he bargained for. Will this have anything to do with Brad and Cody Bell's recent agreement? Will Brad have a harsh negotiation with Cody, or will he pester Portia Robinson about the Miami Medical Conference? Brook Lynn Quartermain will turn to Cody in the episode and potentially confide in him. Brook Lynn may soon confess to Dante about their kid and adoption, so she might seek Cody's guidance on how to break the news. Will Cody reveal some stunning information of his own? Will Brook Lynn learn that Cody believes Jason Morgan is Sasha Gilmore Corbin's baby daddy? Weekly General Hospital spoilers February 3rd to 7th, Drew's surprise, Dante's decision. Will this be the week Dante discovers the truth? General Hospital teasers for the week of February 3rd to 7th, 2025, suggest major developments for the men of Port Charles. General Hospital spoiler highlights episode 15640 air date, Monday, February 3rd, 2025. Lulu tries to help Dante. Sunny soothes Alexis. Trina was taken aback. Sasha's in for a surprise. Elizabeth sees through Lucky's facade. Episode 15641 aired on Tuesday, February 4th, 2025. Lucky opens up to Liz. Felicia placed Sasha on the spot. Carly discovers a discovery. Jordan explains her strategy to Isaiah. Drew makes a stunning claim. Episode 15642 aired on Wednesday, February 5th, 2025. Alexis, Molly, and Christina strategize. Sasha lashes out. Willow makes a decision. Lucas offers Carly his opinion. Tracy is furious. Episode 15643 aired on Thursday, February 6th, 2025. Dante makes a plea. Rocco hears something that he shouldn't. Lois seeks out Martin. Portia checks in with Brad. Nina makes a surprise move. Episode 15644, which aired on Friday, February 7th, 2025, has Nina attempting to build an alliance. Sunny receives medical news. Lulu experiences a tense encounter. Laura warns Drew. Jordan briefs Anna. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.